What in the world am I doing here on a Monday afternoon at the Retro Arcade and Fascination at this time of year? We're not open every day yet, but some people had asked me if I would be here today because they were playing Fascination over the weekend, and I said if I was in town, I would try to open up for them. Meanwhile, I got some things to do, so I came over, turned the joint on, and right now I'm trying to set up a new pinball machine, and we're going to put together, can you see it? Here he is. Captain Fantastic. He's sitting in pieces right now. I just put his legs on over here. So, once I put it together, then I got to start going over it. I mean, the machine worked. It was over at Woolworths there at Randyland, but it was sitting there for probably 20 years because they haven't been allowed to open. Heaven forbid. Everything there was ready to go. But let it sit there for 20 years. You're going to have to go over it again. So I'm going to put it together, see if I can get it running today. And if I can, I'm going to put it in. But of course, they don't have a ton of room in here. So where am I going to put it? I think I'm going to take out my jalopy. Now, I haven't had jalopy here too long. Here's jalopy. Hello, jalopy. Jalopy's a really neat game. It's actually like a 1952 or 53. So, I really like the game. I remember playing it when I was a kid. Let me turn this around here. There it is. It's actually a car race where you race the cars across the front on the machine. The machine is dark because it's in its off mode, but if I put in a coin, 1 quarter, it lights up. Now what's interesting about these old games was before 1964, in that area, you had to push the ball up. The ball doesn't automatically come up. You have to push it up. There's a lever below the ball shooters, and the lever, you have to push it in, and it pushes the ball up. See that? And the ball comes up on the top. You shoot your ball, and off you go. Now what's interesting, I can play this with one hand. Why? Because one button does both flippers. And the flippers are backwards, and they get one shot. When you push the button once and hold it in, they give one snap on the flippers. You can't hold the flippers up. Both flippers move at the same time. Either flipper button will make it happen. So, right now I got horse number 3 selected, so I want number 3 to win. We'll see. Uh-oh, it just changed my selection. Now I want number 1. Number 1 is not doing too badly. I'm in second place. But we want it to win. So let's see if we can get number 1, or maybe change the selection. Number 4 is in the lead right now. Oh, come on, number 1. Oh, that didn't go very far. Number 4 is still beating me. Come on, 1. Right down the side. We'll get number 1 this time. My last ball. Oh, I'm out of balls. Now, the game is over, but look, I can still flip the flippers. Now that's really bad because you'll get some delightful little children who have no quarters because mommy doesn't want to help them. And they'll come over looking for things to do, and they'll play flip the flippers, and eventually they will break the flippers. So what happens? It doesn't know all balls are done because there's no way for it to know that. That's the way this machine was built. But, oh, look, the lights went out. The flippers aren't working anymore. How could that be? Because I designed an extra little circuit to protect it. So when you shoot your first ball and it goes through the gate at the top, it tells the machine that you are now playing the game. And I've allotted a certain amount of time for you to play the game, after which the machine will energize itself into a tilt, which will stop the flippers from going and turn out these playfield lights. Now, I had to do that to protect the machine from people who just stand there all day long playing flip the flippers without playing. It's called pretend to play. Another one that does that is this Mad Dog machine here. It's a 6-gun select. Now, it plays several games. It plays Mad Dog McCree 1 and Mad Dog McCree 2. It plays Bounty Hunter and the Fast Draw. But if I take the gun without playing and I shoot the screen, it changes. But watch. See the little marks? Let me see this. Look down here. See the marks where I hit the gun? So there are people, kids usually, but grown adults too, who can't reach in their pocket to get a couple coins out to play the machine, so they'll entertain themselves by standing here going, now, as entertaining as that can be, they will actually stand there 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes more playing shoot the screen. Now, I don't quite understand the benefit to this, but I guess this is the new age we live in, where the IQ is far superior to what it was back in my day, that they can actually be entertained by playing shoot the screen without playing the game. Go figure. So, I did that on Jalopy to protect the machine. On the 6-gun select, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I could disengage the trigger mechanism while it's not in play, but it's a little more complicated, and the damage to the machine doesn't exist the same way as it would do on Jalopy if they were to burn out those solenoids. So, that's the name of the game. So first step is put the Captain Fantastic, there's the head, here's the body, put Captain Fantastic together, get it to work, and then at some point I'll swap out Jalopy with Captain Fantastic, and then I won't have people ask me, how come the ball didn't come up? Because you have to push the ball up in order to get the ball up. They just don't know, because everything else is automatic since 1964. And it is difficult to figure out, I have to laugh. You wouldn't think that that would be a problem, right? But people come over to Dracula and they put in their money and the ball doesn't come up. And they're looking and they can't figure it out. Then they'll push the coin return and they'll play coin return and then they'll start hitting the door and they can't figure it out. When all you have to do is press the start button, because the coins first give you credit and you push the button. You know how many people do not know that? I see it all the time on Dracula. Haunted House has a red start button. Evel Knievel has a silver one. Bounty Hunter has one here. So anything that people have to do beyond just putting their coin in, it's already a step detrimental to them figuring out how to play the game. I don't know. We kind of knew how to do it when we were kids. So I guess that's the lure and the attraction of today's modern day games, where they're coin pushers. You just drop the coins in. Just drop them in, one after another. Drop. Gee, I had fun. Mindless. But not at the Retro Arcade and Fascination. You actually have to think to have a good time. I wonder if that'll work in today's world. We'll see. So, we'll say goodbye from the headless Captain Fantastic. Till next time. And we're open, so come on down.